Budgets are tight. We totally understand this. Entrepreneurs are often pouring everything into serving their clients and families at this time, but giving back doesn't need to mean spending money.
Welcome back to Duo On Air. I'm Abby.
And I'm Courtney.
And we're the ex-agency turned entrepreneurial team that puts the Duo in Duo Collective. Our boutique organic marketing agency specializes in SEO, social media strategy, and branding.
We're an everyday pair of business besties / marketing experts obsessed with helping our community learn more about what it takes to run a business.
Which is why on Duo On Air, we're not holding anything back. We're giving you all the info we know about how to grow your business organically so you can be the confident CEO you were made to be.
And how to navigate life as a small business owner.
Whether it's on your own or with your best friend by your side, so grab your coffee
or your mimosa, we don't judge,
and settle in for a quick value-packed episode of Marketing Tips.
Welcome back to the Duo On Air podcast. This is episode number 194. And today is kind of a feel-good episode because it is the week of Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble, turkey day. I knew Abby would love the gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble.
So we kind of wanted to make this like a give back podcast episode today because of the week and everything that it stands for. So we're going to be talking about creative ways to give back when money is a little bit tight. So if you've ever wanted to give back within your business, especially during the holiday seasons, but thought maybe next year when I'm not so stretched so thin, then this episode is perfect for you because we've got some creative ideas that we brainstormed. So Q4 is busy. Budgets are tight. We totally understand this. Entrepreneurs are often pouring everything into serving their clients and families at this time, but giving back doesn't need to mean spending money. So that's what we wanted to do with this episode. A few of these things, we have done. Some of them might sound very generic and simple because they are, but it's like remembering to go back to these things because sometimes we often forget them with the hustle, the grind, the busyness of our day-to-days and running businesses and having families.
And I think there's no reason why you have to think of these as two separate things either.
Correct.
Like for personally, like just having kids and like I want to be doing things, especially during this season with my family and like giving back in a way or teaching them like how to volunteer and like why we do certain things. And there's no reason why that can't also be integrated with your business. Mm-hmm. Like we meld the two together all the time. And so when it comes to this, it can be two different ways to like do the same thing. It doesn't have to be extra work. So I think sometimes it's like, oh, this is extra on top of everything else I already have to do during the season. And I'm already exhausted. Like, I don't need more things to do, or I don't need to feel, I don't want you to think like, oh, I feel guilty if I'm not doing anything. No. Because that's not the point of this. Like, the point of this is to probably just even like give you some ideas here where you're going to be like, oh, I already do that. And I guess I never thought about that as me giving back, but it is.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And I think too, sometimes people do wonder how they can give back in their businesses. Like you do think about it constantly from a day-to-day perspective or like a seasonality perspective of like your personal life. Mm-hmm. But if you're out there and you're like, gosh, I've always wanted to do something with my business and giving back, but I'm not sure what to do because A, like funds are tight and I'm not really sure, or B, I just have no idea where to even start. So hopefully this episode is like a good starting point with some ideas that aren't expensive.
Yeah. And there also too, just to caveat this, one more thing before we jump into them, there's a time and a place. Like sometimes you need to give to your mental health during this season, and that is absolutely okay. So this episode is not for you if you're in a space where you need to take a step away and focus on yourself and how you can be better for your family and everything else during this season. So there is a time and a place. These give back opportunities are not just seasonal. No. You can use these ideas anytime.
Yes. So with that said, we have 8 creative ways to give back when money is tight within your business. And the first one, again, this is a really simple one that you probably already do, or if you don't do, you hear about people doing this, and that's just using your platform to spotlight others. So visibility truly is a gift. Like, I think we lose track in sight of this often, but it's so easy to highlight other businesses on your platforms. Thinking about highlighting them on your podcast, your email, social, giving a follow Friday or a small biz Sunday shout out. Those things are so easy They're cheap. They're the cheapest way you can give back. And again, like Abby said, these are things that we can do year round. Like if you have somebody that you know that just started a small business, go like their Instagram, go follow them, go give them a comment on one of their recent posts, give them a little shout out, share them in your stories, talk about them in your newsletter. That is the simplest form of giving. And to those other businesses, that means so much. It might mean nothing to you or might just be the simplest action of like sharing their profile, but that means so much to them. I remember when we first started out, obviously I was very much like, we got to get our brand out there. This is so exciting. So anytime that my family or friends would share something like that, I was so appreciative. I would even like text them or pull them aside and be like, thank you so much. Like that means so much to me. And it's a feel good way and the easiest form of giving back in your business community.
Yeah, for sure. And it's still today. Like when we get a referral from someone, it's always like, it's more special. Like
yes.
it is so meaningful.
Yeah.
So doing that can be more powerful than anything.
We like get so nerdy about it. If people just put referral and they don't put who it is, we're like, who was that? Like who referred you? Like we want to know because like we're very appreciative of that and we really hold that like close to our heart. But then sometimes we like want to give them a gift too, or like a thank you, like, hey, you referred us. That means you really trust in us. Like we really appreciate that.
For sure. So another idea that isn't going to cost you any money, but it will take your time, is to offer your expertise for good. So I would say this is basically how Duo Gives Back was born. So we've had this vision forever to actually choose a business every year and be able to like give and gift one of our services. And I think 2 years ago, we've always had this idea. I don't think we named it, but like we always had this idea in the back of our head and it would always be like, when we have time,
Right.
which is
Never.
Yeah. We never have time to do this, to be honest, but it is one of our favorite projects, like
Absolute
favorite ever. And so 2 years ago, we had someone approach us and actually like she was the kindest person ever. We loved the mission. We knew budget was tight. She owned a nonprofit and we were like, this is it. Like it literally fell in our lap and now we can kick it off. So that's how Duo Gives Back was born. And every year we choose 2 businesses, one for branding and one for SEO. And we gift our service to them. No strings attached. Like seriously nothing. We just build them a new brand or we SEO audit and optimize their website.
And they are honestly the best clients to work for, the most appreciative clients you'll ever have. And it is so heartwarming to send out those emails and to see those responses. Like when they first find out they were picked, and sometimes people put their applications in for like on behalf of somebody, right? So sometimes these companies don't
Almost
even
always,
know
which is so
that they're
cool.
picked. So when you get those emails in your inbox and they're like, wow, I am so thankful. This is so amazing. I can't wait to connect and learn more. And the whole process is just, it feels so good.
It is. And yeah, we're not making money on it, but it doesn't matter. Like,
Right.
It's just,
Right.
it's like one of our favorite projects and it feels so good. And that's something that we are just super passionate about. So if there is a way, or if this is something you've always wanted to do where you could give back, and maybe you can even start with someone you know, someone in your community, someone in your industry that you know needs the help. And I mean, you can turn it into a program or you can just do it one time and see if you like it.
Exactly. Yeah. So the third creative way for giving back is just asking a nonprofit, a school, a church, a community center, any of those kinds of places, how you can help them right now. Because I guarantee any of these places, a school, church, nonprofit, community center, they have a list of things that they need help with all the time. I guarantee you they would be just like, oh, we've got 3 things. Which one do you want? You know, these places always need help. And a lot of the times,
especially in marketing,
Yes.
which is, I mean, if you own a business and if you are here listening to this podcast, you are likely a marketer
yeah.
and have expertise to give.
Yeah. And like, because I think a lot of them, I don't want to say are clueless when it comes to marketing, but it's just probably something that they don't pour as much energy or time into that they could, or that they wish they could. So I guarantee you they have little things here and there that you could absolutely 100% sign up for and help them out with. And it could be something little. It could be a list of things. It could be, you know, you could kind of have a relationship with them however you want. But even just asking any of them, like just simply asking, how can I help you, is a really good way to give back to your community.
Yeah, I will say this is the first like the past couple of years have been the first few years that that's felt the easiest for me because I have school-aged children and because there's literally volunteer sign-up forms for anything and everything.
Yes.
And it just makes it so easy to connect with people and volunteer at the school. And like, those are things where I'm constantly saying like, how can I help you? What do you need help with? Like, for your website, like, how can I help you do X, Y, and Z? And I can do that by showing up for the volunteer things. So I think that has been just way easier and
Probably more top of mind too, if you're surrounded by it more often. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say it's something too where if you're already, like with that said, if you're already a part of a community, a church, a community center where your kids go play sports, like if you're a part of anything like that, just asking the question of, hey, is there anything I can do to help you? Like can usually spark a billion ideas.
Yes.
And also is usually very unexpected. Like, what?
People
you want to help?
Yeah, people probably don't get that as often as they should, right? And so they're not only going to be like overly thankful, but they're going to be like, wow, this is great. Like people still have hearts, you know?
Yeah, for real. Okay, so another idea that can be kind of fun is to host a local coffee chat or a co-working session where you can share and give free advice. So this is something that's super cool that happens in my neighborhood that I've seen. There is a real estate agent who goes down to Lake Nokomis, right by where I live. She sets up a table and she hands out free coffee for the runners and walkers in the morning.
Oh,
she just gives them free coffee.
Yeah.
And like if they want to talk to her, great. And if not, then that's fine. She's just like handing out free coffee for people. And I think that is so cool. Like such a good way to get into your community, give back, keep your business top of mind. Like it's obviously a marketing strategy too, but it's got to feel so good for her. And also so good for those people who are like,
and I'm sure
wow.
she's made connections, even if they didn't lead to anything. You know what I mean? And that's part of it too. It's not just, we're not always selling. We don't need to always be selling.
Yeah. And these can be like ideas like that too, can be just a fun thing to be like, hey, ChatGPT, give me some ideas that I can give back to my local community in a creative way that might also market my business. Like,
Right.
It's okay for these things to double dip.
You can do both.
Like, yeah, Duo Gives Back is a program that we're super passionate about. Again, no strings attached, but it also gives us some publicity. Like, people share us, people talk about us. And for that reason, our business also benefits from it.
Right.
It doesn't,
that
like,
wasn't our main goal. That's not what we wanted. Like, our main goal is to help these nonprofits or these businesses. But there is a beautiful thing on the other side, like Abby said, like getting it out there in the local news or PR opportunities or whatever it might be. That's going to help our business.
And that's okay. Like, I don't want you to.
It doesn't have to feel like it doesn't, it's not gross to like promote that either.
Yeah, I think it's all about your intention. Like, of course, there are gross things out there that happen, but if your intention is solid, then you're going to be okay.
If your intention is like the duos.
Courtney's thinking highly of us today.
Yes. All right. So the fifth one, again, this is a really simple thing to do and something that you might already do and you don't realize that you're giving back, but is leaving a testimonial or review for someone whose business you admire. We love testimonials. Obviously, they're a great thing to have, not just for SEO purposes, but for a little bit of an ego boost too. But this is something that people really value as well. Just like I said, with the likes, the follows, the shares, whatever that might be, this is the same kind of feel good, free way to give back to other businesses. And, encouraging writing Google reviews for service providers, Etsy shops, local restaurants you love, restaurants. Like, I feel like I'm not good at this. I need to get better at this. But like, I've eaten at so many good restaurants. I've had such good customer service. Why don't I jump on Google and write a review right away? I should. I absolutely should.
And
it's so easy.
Two birds with one stone. Share your review and then post it to your stories.
Yes.
Now you've just shared it with your audience
Double
and you
shared.
left them a review. So it's like a super easy thing to do and helps promote the business. Like, I cannot tell you from ever since my husband has started a brewery, like, I cannot tell you what it means when we have friends and family reach out to book events, or we have friends and family say, hey, I'm bringing a group here, or people who reference you. Like, it is hard for breweries, restaurants, like businesses like that. It is so hard to run those kinds of businesses. And like the support you feel when someone like they go out of their way to like share that and leave a review, and like every review is read. Like every single one. So I think that is so powerful and overthought sometimes.
Yeah. And I think sometimes too, like obviously being like, Duo Collective is a great company to work for or work with, blah, blah, blah. Or like Brewhaven has a really great atmosphere. Things like that are great. But if you can get even in more depth with that review, that means so much more. So, bare minimum, leave a review and just be kind. But if you can add more color to that. Like I went into Brewhaven the other day and the ambiance was great and my customer service was phenomenal. I met Glenn at the bar and he gave me some suggestions because I wasn't sure what I wanted to have. And he was just so kind. And then I tried this and it was so great. And the customer service and the quality and the cleanliness, like you can get so very specific and that is going to be.
Those are SEO keywords.
Yes. And those are the reviews as a shopper, as a consumer. Those are the reviews I read because I want to know before I walk into a space or I want to know before I buy a product, everything about it, not just, I liked this place.
Yeah. I want to know that you have kids and you went to that restaurant and your kids loved it.
Yes.
Like they gave them coloring sheets. They had a great kids menu. It's kids eat free on this night. My kids could run around and get up and we weren't confined to a table. Like those are the things I read.
I feel like I didn't have to leave if my kids screamed.
Yeah.
Everybody, it was a community.
The specificity to your emails is so powerful.
Yes.
So, and also those are the things that like people are asking for references now with ChatGPT. You put the specifics of that in your reviews, ChatGPT now is going to understand more about your business.
So getting specific with them. And then if you're like me and you struggle to leave these testimonials, block out time on your calendar and really make sure it happens. Or if you leave a really good restaurant, just try to keep it in the back of your mind. Like, hey, that was a really great experience. I should jump on their Google business profile right now and really quickly do a review for them. Like
I actually have a notes section on my phone. That's kind of like remote to-dos, I'd say, like things I can do on my phone when I'm like in the car. Like obviously I'm not driving, but if I'm a passenger in the car or like I'm sitting in a waiting room for something or I'm sitting in car line waiting to pick up my kids, like I have different things where I'm like, okay, these are some things that I can do in that moment. And like writing a review for a restaurant is a great one to do.
Dang, I need to that's a whole podcast episode in and of itself, your little list.
You should see my notes app.
Is it like the Pastor Princess list? Oh, I don't know if I want to see.
There's just a lot of different notes in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot. See, I'm a to-do list queen. I don't know. I've got a lot of lists. I've got Post-its everywhere. Courtney tries to confine me to a book.
I try to
didn't work.
Pare down her lists, and
I still love that to-do list, and I still use it. But that's my master to-do list. Sometimes I have daily to-do lists.
Yes,
I need my daily just to be on a Post-it I can throw away. Like the magic of throwing it away.
Our audience that we're going to do a to-do list all about Abby podcast someday.
Goodness.
It's going to blow their minds.
Yeah. Okay. So, like in Asana, when you check a box and you get like the magical unicorn and it's like supposed to give you endorphins and feel really good that you finished a task.
That doesn't work for you.
Mine is to take a Post-it and crumple it up and throw it in the garbage.
See, the unicorn does it for me. I'm good.
I don't know. I like it. I like the physical feeling of picking it up and throwing it away. Okay. Did it. Done.
It's got to be some psychological stuff with
I know.
that. We'll unpack it someday.
Yeah, we will. We're really getting sidetracked in this episode. So moving on from to-do lists, because that wasn't a way to give back, but it could be a way to give back to yourself. The next one is to create a small shop guide. So creating like a small business shopping, small business Saturday kind of post or something like that. It doesn't even need to, you can do it for anything. Like we've created posts for the best coffee shops to visit. So there can be way more opportunities within this. But our Shop Small blog post is one of our top performing blogs, and we update it every single year. And it actually indexes really, really well for people looking to shop small businesses any time of the year, not just Small Business Saturday. But when we created it, it was for Small Business Saturday. So it was kind of fun because we created this post, listed out all these businesses, small businesses that people should support, local and online, like anything, and kind of specialized around both like entrepreneurs, but also holiday gifts. So kind of listing out everything. So it's a hodgepodge and a mix. And after we did it, we discovered it worked really well. And so we were like, okay, well, I guess this is a new like cornerstone post that we're going to update every year. And it falls back into us wanting to give back to the community.
Yeah.
And that's what it does.
A lot of those companies are so thankful that they're a part of that blog and that mention, which is also just a great feeling. You know, when other companies are so thankful that you would mention them or have them in some sort of a guide, that just makes you feel good.
Yeah. And tell them that.
Yes.
Like after you post it, tell them. And again, double up, create a blog, post it, share it on your Instagram stories, tag them. Like there's so many different things you can do with this. And again, that's just your time and sharing your audience.
Yes, exactly.
So the final, not final yet. So the one more before we get to final, volunteer your time or your space. So if you have a studio, if you have a physical space, if you own a business that has a physical space, then you can donate that or you can just volunteer your time. So think of things like make or deliver meals for families. I know I've done this before through work, actually, I think. There's all of those foundations out there where you can pack meals and then ship them off.
Yes,
so
very popular this time of year too.
Yeah, absolutely. Also volunteering with your kids. If you have kids, this can be like a really great thing to do and like model giving back for the next generation.
And honestly, I think kids love that kind of stuff
They do.
too. And people love to see kids being involved. I think it's just an extra heartwarming experience for people. So
Yeah. And with everything going on right now too, with like, I mean, we're coming off of like a government shutdown and people losing SNAP benefits and like all of that, like food in general is a really hard thing to come by right now.
yeah.
So
And it shouldn't be.
No,
and
it shouldn't.
Very sad.
It is. So that can be a really great thing within your community to focus on. And again, whether it's usually just your time, volunteering your time to go into these places and looking it up. And again, if you don't know where to go, use AI. Ask, like, what are the things out there? How can I give back? This is the cause I want to support. This is who I want to help. And doing something like that. So there's also like this kind of fun idea of hosting your own volunteer night. So maybe there's something you can gather everyone in your community or do like a co-working session and a community give back session or something with other entrepreneurs and small businesses in your area. So rather than meeting at a coffee shop to just co-work, you meet at a coffee shop to plan out like how you're going to give back to the community, what types of community service you can do, or maybe you meet up and you actually do some community service together. So maybe it's even like picking up trash in a certain part of the neighborhood or going to one of these meals, like deliver and make meals together kind of events, or going to a kitchen that is serving for the homeless and actually serving. Like there's so many things that you don't have to do it alone.
Yeah. I want to do this now.
I know. Like
Get a group of people together and do this. I think it'd be so much fun.
Maybe, I mean, if you're local, maybe we'll look into this
Maybe
and see
we'll
what we
plan
can do.
something and surprise you all.
Yes.
You can join. And the last idea is kind of a cute one. So swapping the cookie exchange, although those are great, for a connection exchange. So
Maybe it's both. Cookie connection.
Cookie connection. Connected by cookie. That's bad.
Connected by cookies.
I'm like over here on Amazon ready to buy a Cookie Monster costume too. So instead of cookies, or Cookies Plus, hosting a small gathering, whether it's virtual or in person, because we can do virtual nowadays if we can't do it in person, where everyone brings one referral, shout out, or testimonial to share. Like, how adorable is that? We all just like get in a room together and have this connection and share all of these positive things about each other and small businesses, and just like lifting each other up and like spreading joy and positivity. I know that sounds like spreading joy sounds so like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But it's true. Like we can get together and share these things with other small businesses and amongst our community in person while celebrating the season, which I think it should be cookie and connection.
Yeah.
I like it.
And this could be like an all year round thing. Like say you want to do a book club.
Yeah.
Maybe you do it before a book club. So I think one of the things we do for our like team meetings is the introduction of our meeting is share a personal win and a business win. It's cheesy.
It's the best kind of cheesy,
yes,
though.
It's cheesy, but it's a requirement, and that's what we talk about before we get into work stuff.
And that's what makes us human, too.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need to just be constantly grinding and talking about work. I want to know, that's why we have the personal win and business win, because, like, it's all, like, we want to celebrate you and cheer for you within the business. But I want to know what's happening in your personal life, too, so share a win. And it's so fun. You learn things about each other.
And I think if you're going to do something like this, like if you're going to host a cookie exchange, if you're going to host a book club, and this is a requirement before you do it, is that in order to, before we drink our wine, enjoy our book, whatever, eat cookies, before we do that, everyone's going to share what their business needs right now and one referral that you can share of someone who you know might need someone else or might need a service you have to offer or a product you have to give. And everyone goes around and does that. And then you eat the cookies and drink the wine and read the book and whatever.
And then you leave feeling so grateful and thankful and just refreshed.
And it might be cheesy. Like, it might feel cheesy to be like, here's the requirement. But I guarantee you're going to be like, wow, that was like cheesy, but also kind of fun.
Yeah. And I guarantee you everybody walks out of there feeling great and had just a great time.
Yes, absolutely. Okay,
We're going to do that one too.
I know. With all of our extra time. We're doing all of these, you guys.
Yes.
Okay, we have a couple more ideas, low cost. These ones aren't technically free, but we still want to share them because we think they're fun and they're things that we like to do. And I also think some of these are things we do on the personal side, and we don't give ourselves enough credit for, like, we, again, meld business and personal life together all the time, but yet we're so hard on ourselves for being like, well, I did that in my personal life, not my business life, so it doesn't count or something. Like, just, you're one human. You can do it. Yeah, it counts. So one, doing a community donation drive. So I know if you follow BTL Copy, she does this almost every year, where she does a shared donation link and she shares a Venmo out where you can Venmo her, and then she will collect toys and donate them. I don't know if it's like a Toys for Tots kind of thing or if it's a different one, but she always does this, like, I'll donate your money or I'll buy toys, or I'll share the process with you. And I think that's so fun and cool. And it's like, if you alone can't sponsor a family or budget in, like, donating a toy,
or if it's overwhelming for you.
Yes, or if it's overwhelming. Sometimes all people need is someone else to organize it for them. So if you leverage your community, you might not have to spend a dime, but instead you're building your community using all of these funds to now volunteer your time to go out and buy the gifts that this family wants, bring them to the right place. Like, that volunteer of your time to actually organize and do it is sometimes all it takes, because other people don't have the time, but they have the money.
Exactly.
So now they're like, yes, please, I will give you this money. Please go and do that. That's going to help me feel good.
Yes.
But then on your side, you're like, I have the time, but I don't have the money. So here's how I can use it.
Yes. Yep. Either or. The second one is making homeless care packs. So we, especially here in the Midwest, know that this time of year definitely gets really cold. And that's a sad thing for the homeless community. So collecting things like warm socks, snacks, toiletries for local shelters. Obviously, it's always a bonus if your kids can help you build these and make them, because you're reminding them how to be a good, decent human and how to give back to people that might not have it as well as they do. So making things like this for people that you know are in need, and then bringing them to shelters again, especially at this time of year where people might not have families or might not have places to go. It is really hard to see that. So anything that you can collect and donate to them to make their life a little bit easier this time of year is always something.
And if you travel a lot for work, this is a huge opportunity. If you're working out of your car all the time because you're traveling to and from different places, that can be a great thing to be like, I have these in my car, and anytime I see someone who is in need, I will hand this out. And that is such a good mix of personal business life right there.
Yes, absolutely.
So another idea, start a coffee tab. We all know how powerful it is when the person in front of you in the drive-through line pays for your drink. So if you just have a little budget set aside of like, here's what I'm going to do, and this could be season, like all year long. You could just be like, I'm going to do these little surprises of buying someone's coffee, or maybe virtual email surprises. Just like surprise your audience. Or
I had somebody do this for me in the Dunn Brothers line last year, maybe around this time, and they gave the barista a card that like said why they were giving back or whatever, and then the story behind why they wanted you to pay it forward too. So the barista, when I got up there, she was like, the person in front of you paid for your coffee and they gave me this to give to you. And then so I, read the little thing, and I think it was for like a child that they had lost or something. It was very devastating. So they were like trying to pay it forward through the memory of their child, with buying me my coffee that morning. And if I would have known that, I ordered like more than just a coffee. I think I had like 2 coffees and a couple breakfasts. And so my bill wasn't like the lowest, but they still paid it. And so like there could be unique and fun ways that you could do that too by like giving. Again, it doesn't have to be like cheesy or like salesy, but like you can have a little card with your logo on it and explaining why, this time of year you're paying it forward and how you would like for them to pay it forward. So again, it's kind of a way that you can get your business out there, but you can also do it without the card too. Mm-hmm. So, but I thought that was interesting. Like that stuck with me, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, and a year later, you still remember it.
Yep.
I know. Mm-hmm. That's powerful.
Yep.
And then finally, one more idea is maybe having like a little snack basket for delivery drivers. So if you're
Julie
like us,
Greer is the best at this. She always posts it, and it's always so cute. And then I'm always late to the game.
I know. She is really good at this. So she always has a little box outside for all the delivery drivers, and there's drinks and candy and granola bars and chips and whatever they might need, and then they grab those. I think I need to do that for my mailman because
of Bonzo?
Bonzo, my dog, I don't know why he doesn't like him, but he is so aggressive when he comes to the door.
It's like it needs to be from Bonzo, like a little note written from Bonzo. Like
I've thought about making him a loaf of sourdough bread and saying from Bonzo, I'm sorry, I'm actually really nice.
It's so hilarious.
I don't know what it is.
I've witnessed this, and it is actually quite funny.
There are scratches on the top of my window. The top. He jumps so high, and he's not a big, like, he can jump 6-7 feet probably in the air. Like, he's big.
Yeah. But your mailman is big, too.
Yeah.
Like, he's a built
big
man.
I don't know what it is. He gives him treats. Like, I don't know. He's a nice man. I don't know. It is outrageous. So he doesn't like any delivery drivers. So I think I need to be like, from Bonzo, I'm a good dog. I promise. Oh, man. So anyways, these are all of our ideas, ways to give back that aren't going to involve you having to donate thousands of dollars to a charity, which is awesome if you can, but sometimes that just doesn't happen. So we'll go ahead. There are a lot of nonprofits that have either worked with us or submitted through Duo Gives Back. So in the blog post, in the show notes for this episode, we'll go ahead and list them out so that if there is a nonprofit that you do want to donate to, or that you do want to just give a shout out to, or just connect with and follow them, or anything just to help and share visibility or anything like that, we will go ahead and link them in the blog so that you can check them out, because there's so many. And honestly, this year, I literally cried reading the applications.
We were actually crying. Yeah. And it is the toughest decision to make.
It is. It's like our bleeding hearts want to do it all.
Yes.
And everyone stays in our queue, because if we ever don't have an idea, or if we have extra time or something, we are going to absolutely do it.
Yep.
But yeah, we definitely cried. So if you plan to give back this year, tell us what you're going to do. We want to know.
Share it.
Tag us. We'll feature you. We'll maybe do an Instagram roundup of all the things people are doing, because that could be fun. So tag us and Instagram, duo.collective, and go check out that blog post. If you like this episode, please be sure to share it with a friend and subscribe so you don't miss any new episodes dropping every Monday. Plus, if you haven't already, please go ahead and leave us a review, and don't hesitate to share any new episode ideas. We absolutely love hearing from you and creating this content for you. See you next week.